This shit just got dark. I don't know if y'all know, but a whole bunch of Drake's messages leaked yesterday, apparently, right? Because this dude, Grand Wizard, had his account hacked, and the hacker was posting and exposing all the messages between Grand Wizard and Drake and Grand Wizard and DJ Academics. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a whole bunch of wild stuff in those messages, you see what I'm saying? But there's one thing that I really wanted to talk about. Drake revealed something that proves that he lied about a lot of stuff. I break it all down in this video that I just dropped on YouTube. Click the link in my bio to check it out.
Drake's has taken over the internet today, or at least his alleged, with a video spreading faster than it could be taken down. Many people waking up this morning seeing, oh, Drake is trending. Did he drop a new song? Click. Oh, no. And from that, a lot of shit has unfolded. The first being that the massive reactions have just been people making memes or gawking or thirsting. Then others debating, is it actually him or not? And others debating, did someone else or did he leak this? And then finally, people bothered by the reactions they're seeing online and saying this proves that there's a double standard out there. By some pointing to the differences between this going viral and when the Taylor Swift AI photos went viral. Though I would say that's not a complete one-to-one comparison. But you'd have to compare that to a woman who knowingly took pictures or video and then those got leaked. Right, of course, at no point did Taylor Swift consent to like the AI photos being released everywhere. But like she didn't even consent to them being made. But still, regarding there being a double standard, yes, there does appear to be a drastic difference between when a woman's photos or videos go out there and they get leaked compared to what we're seeing with Drake. Right, people saying that with Drake, it seems like everyone's treating it like a party. Though there, I would also say, I think how people see Drake as a victim or not here, it is because of the alleged itself. Like if the person in that video did not have as much going on is the way I'll phrase. I'm not saying that it's right, but I think they would have a drastically different response to this.
Okay, so unless you're able to like fake screen recordings, right? I'm gonna assume that those leaked Instagram messages of Drake and that dude Chris Griffith was real. And if that is the case, it's one of two things for me. Either one, Drake be forgetting he's Drake sometimes, or two, if he doesn't, it's a very odd coinkydink of the involvement of LeBron James right there around the same time when that Fighting Irish freestyle comes out. Here's the deal, okay? So I'm just going to summarize as quick as possible. Most of you already probably seen all this nonsense, which is some dude, Chris Griffith, had, I guess, some business stuff with Stefon Diggs. He claimed Stefon Diggs tried to make a play on him or push up on him. He denied it. And then Stefon Diggs sent some goons to rough him up, and then he was going to do a mixtape addressing all of this stuff, and I guess he wanted Drake to promote it. Drake says, no, I'm not going to do that. That's kind of ratting. It's not the best way to go about it. That part's commendable. Where things get odd and where most of the internet is focusing on, apparently, is when Drake brings up LeBron James as an example, because the dude says, well, what are you talking about with ratting? What about your dispute UMG? That'd be like if I was talking down about you suing, and Drake says, well, that's not the same. Right? Mine is not a street stuff. I'm getting at UMG and Spotify because that would be like if, Nike, the company that LeBron has been on, were to promote a campaign that claims that LeBron James was cheating on his wife. And again, this is why I go back to my main point. We'll get to academics in a second. If you're Drake, and from what I've said, I went and researched. I was like, let me look up this dude a little bit. Let me see. Let me read his old comments from his old stuff before he took everything down. And it seems like people were saying like, yo, in the last few weeks, last few months, you've been a bit unhinged. So if you're Drake, why are you communicating with somebody like that, bringing up names like LeBron James? Right? If you are going to communicate with someone like that, your communication should be minimal and vague at best. Right? And I see this a lot. It's like sometimes I do feel like Drake knows he's Drake and the things that he says. I remember when he said, I think he was talking to Aiden Ross. He was like, the punishment would be if I wasn't me. That's like someone that seems insightful. But then it's like, there's so many people you're talking to. Some people you're allowing to have access to you in a weird way. Like how they even have access to you. It's not even like they like, you know what I mean? So, well, that's that. That's just how I feel. The second thing is, if you do know you were Drake in this instance, and you do know that you bringing up LeBron James' name to someone like this who's not in your inner circle could get leaked, then it is a very interesting coinkydink, brother, that this DM, which I don't know when you were sending them, I don't know when they were sending me, if this guy was reaching out to you, happens to leak in the further days from the future days after the Fighting Irish freestyle was leaked. And if you think at any point that this is, the right, I guess you getting your retribution, I guess that's the right word, retribution for, LeBron kind of gets selling you out, then cool. But to that I say, this is where I go with understanding the audience. Because the audience will skip all of the good stuff that you might say with this guy, how you're not going to rant, whatever. They're just going to file it on Drake trying to break up LeBron's family. And to my Drake fans, this is kind of like, this is why I said, like, when you try to be fair and understand things and just talk about rap in a concise way, and talk about rap in a fair way, right? And talk about rap and understanding the context of everything around it. These are the little things that some people don't follow in their head. Great musician, right? And then to Act comes out and says it's a fake DM. Drake called Buddy a rap, blah, blah, made up a fake DM. But then the guy releases a screen recording after Act puts his reputation on the line and says the source was the boy. So now here we are, right? It's something pretty trivial, in my opinion. It's just the stuff around it, right? And I do like to say sometimes, oh, these ninjas don't talk. I'd rather you actually speak about this, or you put it, put your reputation on the line, but you put Act in front of it. The audience already feels a type of way about Act, and it comes out and being lying. It's just more reputation going downwards. So that's just how I see it. But then again, I don't know. I'm just a guy to make TikToks, hey?
Well, not only did Drake respond on stage, they saying the diss track that he is making towards everybody that's dissing him just got leaked. I don't know how true this is or if this diss track is real, but I'm gonna let y'all hear it and y'all let me know what y'all think.
Are we still wearing the crown? And I am not handing it down. Sex need an exorcist. That little nigga don't know a big step in this. Came out the shadows to prove that he relevant. See me and Cole running shit like a peloton. Stride ain't enough to be stepping to me. That name dropping shit ain't impressive to me. You pussy, it took you a decade to speak. The K got a dot, knock your head off your shoulders. Man, fuck all them Grammys, I'm best in the league. Then y'all can debate about the 2 or the 3. That shot value verse ain't gonna do it for me. I've been in the field while you sit on the bleachers. I gave you your start, you was cloring with me. You pump out his chest trying to prove he elite. My punchlines will knock out that little boy's teeth. Candyman, Candyman, Candyman. Bought you a stepper, but I got you looking real sweet. I'm really.
And apparently Drake's pop got into it too. He went on Instagram and had this to say about them boys, claiming that they just name dropping him because they know they'll go #1 if they do.
Clarity, because I really don't feel good in my heart watching you text me and then like knowing that I'm seeing it sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I'm seeing it and I'm like, damn, I don't know what to say to her, like, because I just don't know where to start again, really, with the situation. Like, I really don't. I don't know where to start. I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be honest. I wouldn't be being honest with you if I didn't say that, like, oh, if I told you, yo, let's go for dinner, or I'm at the Posto, come kick it, that I wouldn't be nervous. I'm just nervous. And I'm not saying
As
it to
you
make you feel
should,
bad.
Drake.
It's just kind of a result
You
of
do it once, you do it
of your
twice.
actions, in the past, no matter how long ago it was, it just makes me nervous. I just don't know what's gonna happen to me as a result of like getting close to you again.
It is 7 in the morning. It is 7 in the morning, you guys. I go onto Twitter. One of the first things I see is a video of Drake naked, exposed. Somebody is probably getting sued over this because obviously it's leaked. He sent this personally to someone and they decided to upload it on the internet. I don't know the legality of all that, but I'm pretty sure that you can't just spread somebody's nudes all over the internet. Also, Twitter. Let's try to not play every video automatically. Every time I'm on the app, I'm like bracing myself for something I could see because the videos just play automatically. Anyways, Drake is trending all over Twitter right now because of a video that's been exposed where he is lying on his back and you can see his you-know-what. I'm not a Drake fan or anything like that, but I do think that they should take the same steps that they took to remove Taylor Swift's AI inappropriate pictures to get videos of people naked without their consent off of Twitter. Those are just my thoughts. People are saying that he leaked it himself, but I highly doubt that.
So today, Drake got leaked today, right? I know a handful of people saw it today, and I know some of my guy friends that looked at it today. Yeah, you know who you are, buddy. Nah, bro, if you're looking at another man's, you feel me? Maybe you should start questioning yourself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's that time, right? So as I'm talking to this guy on the phone, when he telling me he saw the leak, he talking about, oh, it's not gay because you seen corn before, you seen another man's thing before, so isn't that gay? If you looking up a man's private, bro, my boy, I did not go out my way to see another man's. Listen, bro, if you doing that in 2024, bro, I don't care what society says to me, bro, that's homosexual. Sue me, kill me, whatever. I just think that's homo. Ain't nothing wrong being homo, but just admit it at least.
People on social media are highly disappointed that Drake got leaked instead of handsome 6'7" social media icon D-Day. Now they are demanding that D-Day leaks himself or else. Yo, y'all gotta chill. Like, why would I leak myself? And I get that it's like millions of girls that want to see me leaked, but like I'm not the type of dude to do that. Like, I want someone very special to see that side of me. You know, like I can't just be like, I get that y'all really want to see it, but it's like I can't help you there. I can't help you there. I'm sorry.
Drake has some DMs that leaked today all over the internet, and people in the comments is going crazy about it, laughing at him and all this. And I'm sitting there wondering the whole time, like, am I the only one that be reading this stuff and don't understand what the fuck people be talking about?
Sometimes Joe Budden be knowing what he talking about. So a couple days ago, Johnny Blaze was going through something with somebody, and a bunch of text messages had leaked, including a conversation between her and Drake. Now, everybody was focused on the voice note between Drake and Johnny Blaze, where he was saying that he wants to see her, but you know, the way she be acting, be having him nervous and yada, 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 a bunch of shit I don't care about. That's between Drake and Johnny Blaze. I don't care about his relationship status. Now, the part that stuck out to me is when he replied to her and said, right now, my life is on slave to Live Nation, so please don't take it personal. I just got 7 more shows to do, yada, yada, yada. Now, him saying he's a slave to Live Nation kind of tells me that Joe Budden might have been right in a theory he had about Drake and why he's touring so much. Listen, when Joe was breaking down Drake's touring situation, a lot of people were saying he was hating and Drake got all this money. But listen to what Joe had to say, and then tell me if he still sounds wrong to you.
How he tours is funny to me. You said that. I've been saying it, and every time I say it, nobody pays me any mind. That's funny, and it's weird. It's wrong. In what regard? Nobody at his level tours that much. You don't. Unless you have to. Unless you have to do it. Unless you on the hook. No, it's in the deal. Yeah. It's in the deal. Anytime you drop an album, you got to do a tour. Or 2 tours. Or you got to do 2 tours a year. They working him. Whatever he signed.
There's no world in which...
Now, I was living under the assumption that, you know, Drake was just giving the fans what they wanted because Drake took a break from touring. But now seeing that him saying that he's a slave to Live Nation and he has to do all these shows leads me to believe he actually needs to do these tours under contract. He kind of hinted at the fact that he might do a European or overseas tour, I'm assuming next year after he drops his next project or two. That he'll be touring again, and that tells me that Joe might be correct in his assumption that Drake is kind of a slave to his contract right now, and whatever big lump sum they gave him, he has to recoup that plus whatever interest they got on top of that. And that's just how it seems. I could be wrong. That's just how it seems and how this reads with him saying he's a slave to Live Nation. You guys have probably heard people talk about Live Nation deals and how hard it is to recoup money and when you under with Live Nation and shit. If you haven't, I could make a video about that. But Live Nation is a tough contract to get through. And Drake, this is not saying Drake doesn't. Drake has money. He has got a lot of money. He got a lot of money up front. He's a multi-millionaire. I'm not saying that, but he might be a slave to his contract at the same time, gang.
That is what I'm saying. I know people still gonna get in the comments angry at me and whatever, but I'm just breaking down what I'm reading and what I'm seeing. As usual, while I'm here, shameless plug, make sure y'all go follow my backup account, Trap Forever 24. Trap Forever 24. I will be posting on that account as well as this one, especially with the chance that this account might get taken down. Please make sure y'all go follow my backup account just in case. It's going to be linked in the caption of this video, gang. You feel me? You're shitting me? Support a young brother trying to make it in America.